Okay, I'm going to do a review, and today I'm going to review Wolverine Weapon X. I got this kind of on a lark. I was in Omaha, Nebraska, which is a big town near my hometown where I live right now, Lincoln, Nebraska. Since I was there, whatever bookstore I was going to go to, because I wanted to go near a bookstore, I was going to buy a comic. Regardless, I went to a Borders and a mall, and they had nothing. They had a bunch of Batman that some I didn't want, some I already owned, and some I just couldn't afford. And also, I was kind of evening out my Marvel and DC, so I couldn't buy DC because I was stuck buying Marvel. And this, I found this and I wanted to get it. I just thought, hey, it's Wolverine. It's the only Marvel thing that was there that I thought was vaguely interesting. This is the story, essentially, where Wolverine gets his adamantium claws. I'll explain why there's a pause later. This collects, when they published this around 91, it was in a series called Marvel Comics Presents, which was an anthology series. It's not around today, and anthologies aren't really around ever anymore. Which was full of little stories, and they would put every part of the story was put through issues 72 to 84. So it was a big, it was kind of this big thing. I think it was out like bi-weekly. I've been told it was out bi-weekly. Odds are I'm wrong, and if I am, leave me alone. The story starts out with, essentially, you see with Wolverine, we'll just went out Logan, sitting at a bar, which, regardless of anything, makes perfect sense. And then he gets taken by scientists. They knock him down, they knock him out, kidnap him, put him in experimentation. Here you meet Dr. Cornelison, and I want to say his name. Let's see, it's something very important. Well, important to mythos, at least. At the time, people call him the Unknown Doctor. He's the doctor from the professor from the the Hulk vs. Wolverine film. I don't know if he has a name. What's it? It's Professor Thornton. He's very mysterious, and he only really appears in this. And he comes off very creepy, first thing. So they're running tests to make him the ultimate killing machine. Weapon, as they're making a Weapon X. My God, I found out the title already. Could have put a lower effort in that, but still. So you see him turn him into the monster, add the adamantium into his body, train him to become a monster, make him kill a bear, which is one way to go when you're creating a monster. You see a lot of things here. You see Dr. Thornton's arm get chopped off. Sorry for that. But I just wanted that's something they took from the Hulk versus Wolverine movie. A lot of stuff, like mostly. Let's see, Professor Thornton. The flashbacks of him having adamantium injected are all from this. This is all really kind of driven from this. They took pieces of it from here, and it's really simple. They take him, make him what he is. He goes nuts and just raises hell on everybody. It's a simple story. The story isn't really told from Wolverine's point of view. Mostly it's told from Cornelison, Thornton, and I can't remember the other. There's another woman, there's a female assistant. I can't remember her name at the moment, and odds are she's dead, so she doesn't matter. This was an interesting take. This is written and drawn by Barry Windsor-Smith, and he did everything in here. Let's see, from the looks of it, he wrote, he was the artist, he did some letters, he may have possibly, he did everything. He did coloring when this first came out. The art is nice. It's not my cup of tea. It's a little too, gritty and grim. It's just a little, it looks kind of scratchy, and then you see all these weird kind of just colors in the background. You don't even see walls. You see just strange colors and shapes. it's just insane. Um, the main the main problem I had was, I don't know. I guess honestly, probably should make it better. It did, but it's still, I couldn't go with it. Was the fact that it's not really told from Wolverine's point of view. And the other thing is, they've kind of retconned this. I'll go back to that dramatic pause I had earlier. The idea here was the claws were, and they mentioned in this book, the claws were they put too much adamantium in them, and they're kind of like excess adamantium. So now they form perfect claws. Now the idea is, back in the, like, when he was born, which may I add, is in the 1900s. That's how much they keep messing with Wolverine. They're bone claws, so obviously that's why he has claws, because if it melds to a skeleton, that gives it more sense. So this is a little out of the loop. It's the moment of him being turned in, the anime in still in continuity, but just there's a slight change, the slight retcon. Story's pretty straightforward, but you know, the scenes in here are nice and dramatic. I will give them that. I would, if you want something that's important to Wolverine's history, definitely pick it up. If you want more thrilling stories to read, I would set this one out. It just seems kind of, as important as it is to history, it's not like something I would honestly say you should rush out to get. So I'm gonna give it an honest to God rating 7. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. The art isn't like the art I sometimes don't like to look at. I know people like it. The writings, the story's really simple, though. The scientist characters make it interesting. It still doesn't make it the best thing I've ever read.